So I'm pretty sure today is the last day of the Yveltal raids. And like I showed in like a little clip at the end of the last video, we did get the shiny Yveltal. And I started thinking, well really that's one of the only shiny legendaries that I actually want, apart from Rayquaza, or Rayquaza. Let's not get into that. And I know there are Mega Rayquaza raids coming up, but from what I've heard, they are local only, so there's no chance I can do those. So I started to think, what if I did try hunt all the legendaries? I don't think the raids change too frequently, because obviously I have to pay the remote raid passes to actually get that done. But I think Ho-Oh is coming next, and I only have one Ho-Oh on the account, and unfortunately it was a shadow one that I had to purify. I didn't have to purify, I just didn't think I'd get another chance again a Ho-Oh, so I thought there's no way I'm going to be able to get a CP of a shadow legendary high enough to be useful, really. So I thought, well, should we shiny hunt it? I also thought that because this is the last day of the Yveltal raids, maybe I should do like a review of what I've been up to. I'll show you the clips I've been taking, because I've thought, you know what, let's start taking some clips of the account. People seem to quite like the last two videos, and they said to keep on with this account, so to make a new one. Done some challenges. I did say in the last video, if some people are free to, add me, that would be great, because I've got some gifts to give out, and I need some gifts to open, and I need to do quite a lot of them for my challenges. Well, we actually managed to give away all 60 gifts for the challenge, so yeah, thank you so much for the help. So this is us finishing, I think, one of the few researches. This was probably to give out one of the gifts, so again, this was thanks to you guys for adding me, really appreciate that. And I have no idea how to pronounce this Pokemon. I think it's from Sun and Moon, right? Oh, we also had to purify a load of Pokemon for this specific one. I have a Snorlax who I refuse to purify. I'm working on him very slowly. I thought I'd try and make the most ridiculously strong Snorlax imaginable. I decided to purify 5 random ones. I didn't want to purify specific ones. So we just purify ones I knew I had loads of candies spare and really wouldn't impact anything at all. So with those 5 done, we can claim our candies here for, like I said, I don't know how you say it. I've always called it Poopole. So this is Poopole. We now need to adventure together and catch 20 dragon types. I have set them as my buddy, and I think I've done 2. Speaking of buddy, I actually managed to get a hold of a friend of mine who doesn't really play, but they still have it on their phone. So I was like, hey, can I test something out? I'm trying to evolve a Primeape. They actually watched the video, so thank you very much for the help. I didn't tell them what exactly I was doing this for, but I had to knock out 15 either psychic types or ghost types. So I said, hey look, you're able just to bring like a few ghost types, a few psychic types. I'm going to knock you out a few times. Now it means I'm actually able to evolve Primeape. We do get ourselves an Annihilate. Obviously I'm sort of new in the Pokemon space. I don't really talk about it much, but I've played the game since Pokemon Yellow. I love the games. I've played pretty much every gen. I've only really skipped Sword and Moon and... Sword and Moon, yeah. Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. But I'm a huge advocate for saying, please stop messing around with the original Pokemon. I hate almost everything they've ever done with them. Going back all the way to, Magmortar, I think I really dislike the design of Magmortar. Magneton, can't stand the design of it. That being said, Electivire is one of my favourite Pokemon. I'm thinking about like Execute and Executor, right? The old design, well, I guess the old design wasn't exactly great either, but it's Gen 1, so to me it's like, it's precious. Don't turn it into a long-necked giraffe palm tree thing. And then they did the same with Raikou, man. Annihilate is flipping cool. That's what I'm trying to get out of all this. Annihilate is flipping cool. I actually really like design, really like the Pokemon. Here's some more researches thanks to you guys. I really appreciate all the help. Timeless Travel, I'm pretty sure, is one I've had a long time. Some of these researches I've had for actually years. I'm just not really making progress with them, so it's really good to actually now I feel like I'm just really motivated to work hard on this account, and we've knocked quite a few of these researches out the park. I'm really quite impressed with that, and I am actually currently in touch with someone who's going to trade me a Tauros, which is awesome. So that means I am 1 Pokemon short of finishing the original 151. And that is kind of like my goal in Pokemon GO. I know I'm never going to get like maxed Pokemon with 100% IVs. It's not going to happen. That's fine. But what might happen is completing the Pokedex. So a few of the Pokemon you'll see me evolve during this episode, I'm telling you now, they are not good IVs. They're probably not even maxing any 1 or 3. They might be 1 star. They might be 0 stars. Yeah, really sorry. In fact, I think I was very careful when I recorded not to show the IVs and stuff. But I did do a handful of raids. We didn't do any legendary raids because I'm saving my remote raid passes and my currency now to potentially hunt for a shiny Ho-Oh. But the raids that we did do is this little guy, I can't remember what it's called, Wimpod. And this raid, and I think 2 random spawns, meant that actually we are now able to evolve him. And we do now have a Ghostly Pod. God, I can't remember what it's called. We've still got a handful of Pokemon to evolve by basically being our partners. Pancham, I think it is, which I think is just to complete raids. I can't remember. We've got a Yanmask that is just complete raids. We've got the emo version of Quillfish. We've got the emo version of him, which is also just defeat raids. So we definitely want to set these guys as our buddies when we're going to go do all these Ho-Oh raids. But I've kind of just set Poophole to be my buddy, and he needs 20 dragons, and it resets, right? Or does it? Maybe it doesn't. So a few of the other raids that I did, because obviously we did the Wimpod, is I tried to do a few Magmar raids, but unfortunately I was too busy, because this is all during work time. I was too busy, so I couldn't actually do the Magmars in time. But one of the ones that we did do is this guy. And I decided to Mega Evolve the Mega Charizard here. Fully know much about Mega Evolving in Pokemon Go. Obviously, it gives me a huge amount of CP bonus. And Charizard specifically, for some reason, one of them is quite a bit more CP than the previous one. So why would you ever go Mega Charizard X? Apart from the fact that it looks flipping badass. Is there any reason to that? Probably didn't need to for this, and I don't really know how to get Mega Candies, so I don't know if we used a lot. Like I said, not too familiar on that. But we did actually take down Vikavolt. Yeah, I think we had about a minute spare, which is pretty good. And yes, we did manage to catch it. Obviously, it's not a legendary, so it's not particularly hard to catch. So that's another one ticked off of our Pokedex. And then obviously doing all these raids, you get a load of rare candies. So we decided to do a little bit of evolving. So one of the options we decided was Fortress, Pineco, whatever, into Fortress. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I'm basically going top down. That's my way of basically doing it. We're going Gen 1, okay, there's no one I can do. Gen 2, okay, here's one I can do. It uses a lot of rare candies, but that's alright. You know, we're farming raids quite a lot now. Raids are great. Ton of XP, ton of candies, great Pokemon. The raids are fantastic. And then we go to Gen 3. I don't know how to get Glade. I'm guessing it's Mail, right? I'm guessing you just need to mail routes into a Mail Curlier, and then it's Glade. Somehow I've never found one. Decided in the end to do Monferno because I didn't have enough to do the Turtwig line. And then as far as Gumi goes, we just need 2 more rare candy, I think, which we'll get tomorrow from a Ho-Oh raid. And it just needs to either rain, or I can use a Rainy Lure. I do have some. To be honest, sometimes when I'm sat on my lunch break, I can actually reach a Pokestop, so I might start just chucking a lure down, and would get some of the evolve forms done. I did that a few days ago before I started recording to get Magnezone, so I've literally only just got Magnezone. But I'm really, really disappointed because my Magnemite, you know, it's huge CP, so I was expecting the Magnezone to be massive, and it kind of wasn't. How much does CP matter? How much does IVs matter? You know, I've never cared too much about IVs. I do sort of now. Basically, if I'm catching a duplicate Pokemon, I just do an appraisal, and if it's not 3-star, it just goes in the bin. As far as shinies go, there was one, a shiny Chansey. I think it's kind of ugly. I'm not gonna lie. It's shiny. It's a new shiny for me too. My friend said it looks quite good, but I don't know. We did also finish the timed research. Is that what you call it? It's basically just a hatch load of eggs in time. I went out to go do a quick shop. My local Tesco is great. Look at this. Like this for me is insane. Like there is nowhere else remotely close to me that's got this many spawns. It is awesome. And we've got this guy, Turtonator, who's new for me. I don't know what gen he's from. I'm going to have to guess Sword and Shield. He's a pretty cool one. I have something very disappointing to admit to you Pokemon Go players. I've got something to show you, which don't judge me too hard. You know, don't be too mean. I'm really lazy. This is my average steps per day. I checked this app. I don't usually check it. I checked this app and I was horrified. I don't have my phone on me 24/7, so that might, you know, you might be able to add like 10% extra steps on, but that's really bad. So this is why eggs take me so long to hatch, and why that 30 kilometers is going to take me so long. That's bad, isn't it? Also, did forget to say, I've got a capture card, and I just bought the DLC for Scarlet, so I'm playing through that, so expect videos on that very, very soon. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, thank you for listening. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. We've pushed over 1,000 and it just keeps climbing. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all again very, very soon.